All right. Yeah. So those things are practices that we should be trying to use. Um, After each session, we should ask ourselves, is this something that I really need? Like, do I need this to enhance whatever my flaw is? Those are things that we really need to focus on. We also need to focus on, like, how can I change? And that's where those short-term goals come in. So we all last week did the long-term goals, short-term goals, and I was like, okay, we need to reassess. Then we need to pretty much critique those long-term goals and those short-term goals. That's a continuous, I want you all to get into a habit of continuously doing that, because every time, the goal is, at least every time that we finish a session, there should be more information to help us to get towards our help us to get closer to our goal. um, if we're actually assessing and actually trying to improve upon the things that we haven't been doing well. Okay, all this stuff is in conjunction with our nutrition. Okay, nutrition is everything. We kind of talked about that last week. It's everything. Everything is tied into nutrition. It's so crazy. Your body is so complex. There is so many different ways that you will be affected by nutrition. So you walking and having energy is nutrition. Okay, because that's energy, and energy is nutrition. Calories is energy, right? So as we talk about energy, everything you do is energy. Every time when you wake up, you've already burned calories. As soon as you get out the bed, you've already burned calories. When you get in the shower, or whatever, you are brushing your teeth. Everything is a calorie. So everything is nutrition. Everything matters. So it's always factors. So when people are like, oh, well, I eat 1,500 calories in a day, right? Well, that's good. Compared to what, though? If you're burning 2,500 calories, that might be a problem. You're not eating enough. So think about nutrition as everything. Everything factors into nutrition. All right. So that's kind of a bridge. And at the end, we'll kind of attack a little bit more about the homework a little bit towards the end. But I want to get right into our what our main focus is today. All right. So hold on one second. Let me I think I'm doing this right. Share that. If y'all can't see my screen, if y'all can't see, can y'all see this? Great. Let me see. I need to see everybody. Hold on. Okay. All right. So today, what we're going to be talking about is, I would say, the single-handedly the most important part of nutrition that you can control. Okay. This is the most important part. And that first word really should say rest. But sleep is sleep/rest. Okay. Keep that in mind. As when I speak of sleep, I speak of rest. All right. So put those together. Okay. Think about those every single time that I say sleep. All right. So let's talk about sleep. Your body needs time to recover. So no matter what your goal is, I want to lose weight. We talked about this last week. I'm going to do it real fast. I want to lose weight. I want to gain weight. I want to add this. I want to reduce this. I want to perform. I want to be faster. I want to be bigger. I want to be stronger. I want to grow. I want to shrink, whatever. That happens at a resting state. Your body does not change while you're awake, right? So if that makes sense, then we have to understand that if we're not resting our bodies never change. No matter what you try to do. You can eat the exact amount of calories that you're supposed to eat and get your water and get your workout in. If your body never has time to recover, it ain't happening. Okay? There are many factors in rest and recovery too, though. So, like, quality rest is another word. Okay? So, like, resting is one thing. All right? Yeah, I'm getting some rest. What is really rest? We have to understand that we talk about quality rest. quality rest is dictated by all the other factors. Like, you know, routine is always good. Going to bed at the same time. And I'm gonna get into some of this stuff in the second on the slides, but I just want to give you an overview. How we eat, those are very, very major factors in how we rest. Are we hydrated? Are we stretching? How is our mental state? Are we stressed? Are we is cortisol levels too high? All those things are the biggest factors into rest. So if you are not doing those things, then rest usually isn't good, which means that then results are usually very slow. No. Okay. So sleep is the key component of all results. Okay. So I just put all this stuff. So if you're trying to lose weight, you gotta sleep. You're trying to lose body fat, you gotta sleep. You want to build muscle, you want to be big and strong, gotta sleep. If you want to be healthy, which that should be everybody's overall goal. Like me, I'm a bigger believer. Okay, I want everybody to look the way they want to look, but that is the least important out of everything. It's being healthy. Okay, because there are a lot of people who look good that aren't healthy. Okay, and somewhere down the road, that is the deciding factor when stuff hits the fan, that that can take you out. Okay, so looking healthy and being healthy are two different things. We want to be healthy. So overall health is number one. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast. Overall health is number one. And then for real, that should have been the top one. From overall health, hopefully you can build muscle, lose body fat, or lose weight. And also, more importantly, it affects your mood. It affects your mood. And we know that if we're stressed and we're not in good moods, that dictates everything else. People, I mean, it's two different ways you can go. I know people who, when they get stressed, they don't eat, or people who get stressed and they do eat. They eat more. Or people who don't sleep. Most times when you stress, you don't sleep well because you got a lot of stuff on your mind. All those different things, they don't perform as well. So mood, okay? So sleep determines pretty much everything else that's going on in our body. All right. So this should really put us in the right mindset. I'm gonna keep this screen on for a second. So did you know? Okay, according to multiple studies. So this is like, I believe it was like 40 studies. So I'll give you a quick overview of the studies. They did 40 different studies of 40 different age groups. So we talk about from age, I believe it started at 15 and they did every 5. So 15 all the way up to, I believe it was like 75 or something like that, 80 years old. They did studies. These people did the same routine as far as strength training. The first group strength trained, the second group didn't strength train. That's first. So you had two groups. One was working out, one wasn't working out. The one that was working out and the one that wasn't working out, they had the same diets, right? The biggest difference was the group. It was two groups. So the two groups in the working out groups, one of them slept 6 hours a day, the other one slept 8. And the ones that didn't work out at all, they also, one slept 6 and one slept 8. Okay, 8 hours a day. All right. In the findings, even the people that didn't work out, the people who slept 8 hours gained 2 times the amount of muscle. So that's not two. We're talking about if I gained 25% muscle of what I'm doing now, I would have almost a 50% increase. So I would be at 50% of muscle gain compared to 25 just because I'm getting the adequate amount of rest. Or I'm getting more rest. That's how significant rest is to your body. Okay. And that's like just a study of just like muscle building. But muscle building equals body fat reduction, weight reduction, and usually you can correlate lower body fat percentage or higher muscle percentage to better health for the most part. So this is why I'm hoping that we start to see the ties. Okay. We have to understand getting rest is better for your body. Okay. And that is even before we talk about food. Okay. So let's stay in that mindset. Okay. Most people struggle with sleep because maybe today you just wasn't aware of how important sleep was. Like if you don't know, then you can't improve it, right? Or they don't understand that there's a difference between bad sleep and good sleep. Okay, a lot of people don't understand that. And I'm gonna give you some ways to, in a second, I'm gonna give you some ways to improve that. Also, they're stuck in a bad routine. Okay, so like even for me, so I mean, everything that I do, I study and I do it to myself first. Okay. So I've been studying on myself. I've been really, really tracking and heavily involved in my recovery and my sleep, understanding that it is more important than my workouts. So um, if I don't get enough sleep, then I'm not gonna train. Like that's my mindset at this point because I'm not gonna get the benefits. Okay. The same way if I'm not getting enough food or if I'm not getting my water and all stuff like that, I'm not going to train because overall what it's going to do is just going to hurt my body more than it's going to help my body because I need to recover. How am I going to work out all hard? Because all y'all work out hard. Y'all work out hard every day. Y'all working out hard, and then what do we do after? We got to let our bodies recover. When you lift weights, when you um when you do stuff like that, your body has to repair itself. Okay, so the natural process of working out is this: we lift weights, so our muscles are ripping and repairing. It sounds really harsh, but that's what's happening. That's how they get stronger. They're ripping and they're repairing. They're ripping and they're repairing. That's happening as we're lifting. After you leave, they're still ripping and repairing. That's how you build muscle. That's how you build muscle. That's how you build muscle. Okay. As you build muscle, though, you're also doing other stuff. So you're burning energy. That's that word again. Energy. Energy is food. So if I'm building and repairing, right, and I'm also not eating enough, okay, right, I eat enough, and then I'm not even giving my body the chance. We'll say that you are eating enough, but once you've eaten enough, you've done the working out, and then I'm like, I'm gonna get 2 hours of sleep, and I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do what I did again because I'm gonna stay up and I'm gonna watch TV, I'm gonna watch Netflix, I'm gonna be on the phone, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, all that stuff. Um, your body hasn't recovered. And then what do you do again? Back to the gym. So your body ain't recovered from Monday and you hitting Tuesday and then you do it again Wednesday. So, and your body ain't even recovered from Monday. So now you in the whole 2 days. How are you going to get the benefits of that? How are you going to lose weight when you haven't given your body enough time to recover for you to actually lose the weight? Okay. That comes with rest. Okay. I used to be able to take naps. I can't take naps anymore. My schedule, I can't take naps. So I had to start to prepare and understand that I need to just get to bed earlier. Okay. Just keep that in mind. Okay. So we have some ways to improve our sleep. Okay. These are things that I would definitely encourage. And I'm gonna tell you which ones I would definitely encourage for everyone. And then we'll go from little to the most. So the most important one to me that's changed my life, and look, this is not one size fits all stuff, okay? But improving sleep is something that you need to do, all right? It's going to help you lose or build whatever you're trying to do. This is going to be the key to start. I promise you. I've seen people who've just improved their sleep and they've gotten significant bumps in strength. They had significant bumps in fitness level and significant bumps in weight loss immediately. Like nothing else changed. They didn't even change their diet yet, but they were actually letting their bodies heal. Okay, so the first one, I vouch for it. I swear I have like 3 or 4 pair blue light blocking glasses. It sucks when you actually have a pair of glasses also, but I have blue light blocking glasses that I put over my regular glasses. The next time I order glasses, I'm just going to get them put in my prescription glasses, blue light blocking glasses. Okay. What does blue light blocking glasses do? I mean, it's inevitable. We're going to be in front of devices, okay, screens, TV, light. So quick overview of what our body understands. Our body processes that light equals day, dark equals night. Okay. So the more that we're processing light, our bodies feel like it's still light out. It feels like it's sunlight still out. Okay. It takes us longer to wind down then because we are taking on that blue light from our phones and our tablets and our TVs and stuff like that. Also, the light from outside, even natural like light from our houses and stuff like that. Like at some point, you got to cut the lights off because our bodies, our eyes process light as light. Okay, so it makes it harder for us to go to sleep. Okay, we'll keep that one there. If we had questions at the end, I'll answer those questions at the end. Sleep in the dark. I was a person who could not sleep without my TV. I haven't slept with my TV probably in like 3 or 4 months now. I won't do it. Okay, sleep in the dark. Like I said, that one ties into the blue light one. Just a little bit. So the little light that's on my TV in my room, I covered it. The little blue light, I covered that. Complete dark. I want it completely dark. I don't want anything to trigger me because I know if I wake up and have to go to the bathroom and I get a little bit too much light, I'm up. So like, try not to get any light. Your body should understand that dark is dark. That means that I'm asleep. And light means that I'm up. Okay. They also say, studies say that if you can train your mind, because your body adapts, like my goal is to get the TV out of my room completely and let my mind understand that bed equals rest. When I go into this room and I get in this bed, it's sleep. That's all I do there. That's something that you can train your mind to do because it understands, like I said, light equals light, sunlight. All right. Breathing exercises / meditation. So this one's a big one for me too. Okay. And it don't take long. Like I do 5 minutes a day. And I don't really meditate, but I do breathing exercises. It's actually also helped me in my workouts. Okay. Sometimes I'll do nose breathing. Sometimes I'll do mouth breathing. We'll have to take time. Maybe in classes, I'll start to help you all learn how to do that. It don't take long. Okay. But I'm just focusing on nothing. Okay. Nothing at all besides breathing. Okay. And it relaxes because we have to remember that when we sleep, that's when our resting heart rate is at its lowest. Right. So if our resting heart rate is at its lowest, we need to understand how to get it at its lowest. If we're still moving around and frantic and all hype and you watching TV and, even when you're watching TV, your heart rate goes up when something exciting goes and it goes back down, it's up and down, up and down. It's just going to take longer for when you get into bed and you lay down for your heart rate to get to its resting state. Okay. And really, because you all are all working, we work hard, we do the conditioning, high intensity. You all's resting heart rates are probably pretty low. And the gap between your resting and your max is probably way higher than an average person. So what that means is that it actually takes longer for you to get there sometimes because if you don't know where you are, your heart rate could be really high and that's your normal functioning rate. Like right now, my heart rate is probably at like 125 or something like that because I'm talking and I'm moving around. My resting heart rate is like, I think it's like 60 something or 40 something. It's super low. So I have to really get into a place where I'm just focused on my breathing, get my heart rate down. That's also me preparing my body to understand that it's time to go to bed. Okay. The next one, and this one is interesting because we live in Cleveland, but it's a funny one. So getting at least 1 hour of sunlight per day, it's just something that's recommended. Sunlight is relative. So get outside when it's bright outside, even if you can't see the sun. Even when you can't see the sun, you get sunlight. Okay, if it's daytime. Okay, it don't have to be 1 hour in a row. Like I said, this is something that they study and harder. It's a reason why they want people who are older to move to warmer, less cold climates. One of the things is the body is better for your body. The heat is better for the body, but it's also getting at least an hour or getting more chances to get the sunlight, because it actually helps you with overall health. Because usually if you get in an hour of sunlight, then you're able to you're supposed to be able to rest better. It's supposed to be able to naturally put you in a better resting state than to be in the dark. And darkness usually is linked to depression if it's too dark. So that's why people like in Alaska who have months of no sunlight have a higher risk of like suicide. Okay, moving on. Eating the last meal of the day at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. This is one that killed me. It's still killing me. I have not figured it out all the way. I get off late, and then I have to be in the bed about 2 hours after I get off and I get home. So I've been really trying. I would say this: try your best to get as close to that number as you can. Okay, mine is an hour and a half now. I try to eat my last meal an hour and a half before bed. The reason why is because the later you eat, the food has to digest. Okay, so if you go to sleep and you're a tosser and turner, the first thing I would ask you is, when's the last time you ate? Because your body tossing and turning is your body trying to digest that food. We're not used to digesting laying down. We digest sitting up, standing up. So if you're trying to digest the food, right, your body's just moving around. That's why you tossing and turning and rolling and stuff like that, because your body is still it's being more active than it should be because it's trying to digest that food. That's the main reason why. Like, I know people say, "Oh, don't eat after this time." They link it to weight loss, but the true fact is that's why you shouldn't eat right before bedtime. That's the real reason, because the digestion it just doesn't work properly when you're trying to sleep and digest. Okay, so digest the food if you can, 2 hours, 3 hours before bed. That's something that if you can. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Don't freak out about it. And the last one, don't do activities like read or watch TV while in bed. I kind of already touched that one, especially if you're reading on a device. If you're reading a book, maybe, but you also have to take into account if you're a really good reader or if you're really into something, into the book, it may still, like I said, take that heart rate up too high. Like, you might be really, engaged, or, whatever, heart rate might be high. So that's one that you have to watch too. You don't, the word I was trying to use is stimulated. So you don't want to be overstimulated at bed because you're reading a book that you really like, or watching the game in the bed and something exciting happens. It's just going to make it harder for you to wind down, to fall asleep. Okay. All right, let's move on. Okay. Oh, that's what I was trying to do. All right. So without quality of sleep, you won't lose weight, lose body fat, gain weight, gain body fat. You ain't gonna do diddly poop. Okay. You're not doing nothing without quality sleep. Okay. We've already talked about it. You just won't recover. So recovery is king. So that's kind of where I'm going with we'll say the mindset. Everybody who has, I feel like at least everybody on here, you all are enthusiastic. You all definitely do. I mean, y'all hitting the workouts. Y'all super consistent. Y'all coming to the gym. Like, whether you like it or whether you like training or not, you all coming. Y'all come in almost every day or every day. So what that says is that you have the mind, you understand, you want to get results. Okay. So because that is almost second nature in my mind to you all now, because you've been doing this for a good amount of time, the more the mindset is recovery. So like I don't even speak about like training. I only speak about recovery. Like that's the only thing that I'm concerned about in this world now. Like we're going to train, you know you're gonna get a good workouts, heart rate's gonna be crazy, workout's gonna be hard. It is what it is. But it's like, okay, I need to recover. That's what's gonna get me my results. Like you can lift 1,000,000 pounds, but if you don't recover from it, you're not getting results from it. So our thoughts process should be, how can I recover? How am I able to recover my body so not only can I work out again, but that I can do my daily task? Because that's more important. Can you get through your daily task without feeling like you're dragging all day? Most of us have not recovered for so long that is the normal feeling. And then once we're actually starting to recover, we're like, man, I got way more energy. I don't even need no caffeine. I don't need no coffee. Long time. That's a long time, long-term process. Like, but that you don't need, but we're used to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what we have to do to give ourselves enough energy to get through the day, because we're not focusing on technically the right thing, which is recovery / nutrition. All right. It also, if your body feels deprived, which puts extra stress on your body, causing it to hold food and slow down metabolism. Okay, so let's hit this one, because this is we gonna have a whole section about that line right there in 2 weeks. If your body feels deprived, that puts extra stress on your body. Okay, that line first. So everybody wants to eat a little bit of calories to lose weight. The reason why that does not work is because of that. It puts extra stress on your body. Extra stress on your body then release extra hormones. Okay, men or women, don't matter. We all have hormones. They spike. Also, your insulin levels spike. Your metabolism slows down. Why? Because your body is so advanced, it's saying, you know what? I don't know when I'm gonna eat again. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold this. And we store food. The food that we store only stores as fat. No matter if it's a protein, a carb, or fat. If we're storing food, we're storing fat. Okay? So, once again, you deprive your body, you put extra stress on your body, and it stores. What is it storing as? It's storing as fat. Okay? Do we understand why that does not work? Why starving ourselves does not work? Why we have to eat? That is nutrition. Okay? Sleep is nutrition. That line is nutrition. That is the most important line. That's the headliner right there. That's the shocker, because everybody want to starve themselves to get results. But that don't work, because your body's gonna be like, oh, okay, I understand we're trying to survive. I don't know what you're doing to your body. Like it can't differentiate if you're trying to diet or if you're starving, or if if you're surviving, if you're in survival mode. It's just going to be like, okay, I can survive like this. I'm going to start just slowing everything down. So it slows your overall process. If your metabolism slows, your healing process slows down too. Okay. So your recovery slows down. So also, even worse, poor sleep is linked to the increase of your appetite. What? Yes. You don't sleep well, more than likely you eat more. You also, the studies say that if usually the later you stay up, the later you're going to snack, the more likely you're going to snack, the more likely you're going to eat something that is bad, you know. But it definitely, they say it increases your appetite with inadequate sleep. The body pretty much you have the shorter the sleep, the higher the BMIs. That's just the study that that they've been doing. I kind of told y'all already about the insulin. So poor sleep can cause cells to become insulin resistant. Insulin is a hormone that moves sugar from the bloodstream into your body cell to be used as energy. Okay, when cells become insulin resistant, more sugar remains in the bloodstream. The body produces more insulin to compensate. The excess insulin makes you hungrier and tells the body to store more calories as fat. Insulin resistance is pretty much linked to type 2 diabetes and weight gain. How about that? That's what we need to be focused on. Okay, so we have to understand that the rest. I'm at the bottom part of this. I don't know if y'all can see the little thing. I'm at the bottom part right now. If y'all, I don't know if y'all was reading it or whatever. But yeah, so I mean, I know a lot of us, especially Black people, we are first of all, we already higher risk of diabetes. We got a lot of people with diabetes. I know people with diabetes. I know y'all probably all know somebody with diabetes. Some of this stuff is things that we in our culture, this is just how we kind of, it's always been like that. Like our habits are like catered to this. Like we don't focus on sleep quality and sleep and stuff like that. That's just something that is just not we're not exposed to that. So understanding that, and look, the more I've learned, the more I've wanted to tell people about this stuff, because this stuff is the stuff that they don't tell you. They not telling you for a reason. They're not telling you because this is the way you become healthier. This is how you stay healthy. Understanding what your body really needs. They want to tell you to diet. And what all dieting does is take you through a crazy rabbit hole of diets. It's pretty much that's the game. I'm going to get you hooked to a diet. You're going to do that diet for a little bit. You're going to gain all the weight back. And what you're going to look for again, because it worked the first time, another diet. And then you're going to do that diet. You're going to lose a little weight. And then what's going to happen? You're going to gain it back. And what you're going to look for? Another diet. That's all they do. Or another way to figure out how to lose that weight real fast. That's the game. Like, that's the game. But I want y'all to not fall into that trap and understand this stuff so that you can just progressively do what you need to do. Okay, don't nobody tell you to just get some rest, just sleep. All right, and I'm kind of skimming. I'm kind of skipping fast because I don't want this to get cut off because I don't know what time we actually started. So, oh yeah. I know all of my people. This is gonna hurt y'all so much because y'all love going to the gym. Y'all work out so hard, but sleep, poor sleep, sabotage the gym. And I'm gonna hit this one. This should hit us. I don't know if this one is on here, but I'll try to skim through this one really fast. So no matter your fitness goal, having some muscle in your body is important. Muscle is the enemy of fat. It definitely is. It helps you burn fat and stay young. Young is relative. Young is not an age. Young is our body. Okay, our body can be aged. You can be 20 years old with an old body because you don't take care of it. Okay, you could be 100 years old with a young body. I seen a lady a couple of days ago. I forgot the lady's name. She like started lifting weights at like 70 something. This lady looks like 40 years old. I forgot this lady's name though. I'm gonna have to find her name out. She on Instagram, but this lady it's a Black lady, and she got into weightlifting and stuff. She is, and she has she's there. She's with it. Anyways, so sleep or lack of there is an enemy of muscle though. Okay, so muscle is an enemy of fat, and sleep is an enemy of muscle. So what that's telling you is that you need to get sleep. Okay, you need to get sleep. Okay, scientists from Brazil found that sleep depth decrease your body's ability to make muscle, causing muscle loss, can lead to higher incidence of injury. Okay, when they speak of injuries, this is what they speak of: nagging, little this and that, all the little bumps and bruises and nicks and knacks. That stuff, a lot of stuff can be avoided. Okay, because remember I told y'all that or recovery. So lack of sleep makes it harder for your body to recover from exercise by slowing down the production of your growth hormone. No matter how old you are, you still have growth hormone. The natural growth hormone is sleep. Your natural source of anti-aging and fat burning that also facilitates recovery, that is the sleep. Okay? If you're not sleeping, you're not getting the full amount of the growth hormone. Growth hormone doesn't mean get big, it means recover your body. So that means drop body fat percentage, gain body fat percentage, lose fat, whatever that is, that's that. That's why sleep is so important, because you're hitting the gym hard, but you're not getting the benefits. And what happens is your body has too much strain, and we start getting nicks and knacks and tweaks and all that stuff. Okay. So poor sleep means less slow wave sleep, which means which is when most growth is happening. So that's like that deep sleep. That's that deep sleep. You have to. I think that as adults we need at least an hour and a half of that deep sleep. That's past dream sleep. Okay, that's when you're not dreaming, but you're in a deep sleep. Poor nights of rest increase the stress hormone cortisol. We've talked about cortisol for the last year. I know we remember that, which slows down the production of growth hormone. This means it's that the already reduced production of growth hormone due to lack slow wave sleep, further reduced and more cortisol in your system. It's a vicious cycle. And we already talked about how women already have more cortisol. You already are at a disadvantage here. So don't make it worse. Get some rest. Okay. Stress, cortisol. We already talked about that. It's period. The higher the cortisol, we already talked about how that helps you to store as fat. This is why you did get this lack of rest, stress, bloat, all those different things. So we have to really, really focus on that. And you already have elevated cortisol levels when you train. So now you set yourself for a big time failure. So when I send you all these slides, that is, can I go back? When I send you all these slides, right, this slide right here, y'all might want to print this one out and keep that one in plain eye view, and understand that every time you go to the gym, you need to focus on recovery, you need to focus on sleep. Okay. And last but not least, sleep quality and consistency matters a ton. So I'm gonna get out of this real fast. Okay. Just to quickly overview. So yes, sleep quality. They talked about that deep sleep. Okay. You want to spend an hour and a half there, but you can't even get there if you don't prepare your mind and your body to get rest. Okay. Because some people get sleep and they don't get the right sleep. So make sure that we're also trying to prepare our minds and bodies to do that. Which saying, hey, we got homework. We got homework. So let's go ahead, and if y'all ain't got nothing to write with yet, here it goes. Here's our homework. Okay. So there's two parts of this homework. I want everybody to note or to observe this week how many hours you get a day. That's first. In that, after you know how many hours you've gotten, then note if you had a dream. You're gonna tell me the dream, but if you dreamed, okay, that would be number 2. The next.
What'd you say? If you dream or drink?
Dreamed, like dream, like DREAM. Dream.
Okay.
Dream. Yeah. If you had a dream, like Martin, if you had a dream, okay. After that one, the last thing that I want you to this is also a 2-parter, so make this a 2-parter too. What did you do before you slept? And if you, out of the 6 things that we decided were ways to help improve, did you do any of those? So were you wearing black light glasses? Did you try breathing exercise? Did you eat late? Did you get sunlight today? Those what else did I say? I just said sunlight. Did you read? And did you sleep in the dark? Okay. So that's going to be our homework in conjunction with our homework the first time. So now we have more information, right? Every time you all get done with this, we're going to have more information. So our goals should maybe start to formulate. I remember Donna said that her goal was like, I want to just get healthier. I want to get back into routine. I would say that this right here is a great place to start. Okay. Because it covers a lot of stuff. So, for example, for like Candace, I think Candace still in here. She is about to have a surgery or whatever, and she's not going to be able to train. But if she understands that she needs to focus on this, she's going to have she's going to be in a better place than when she stopped. She'll probably be just as strong. She'll be just as fit. She may lose some weight if she understands how to focus on this. Same thing like Kathy. Miss Annette, she likes to snack, right? But what did I just say? Hey, you can't eat 2 to 3 hours before bed. That should eliminate some of that, because we just talked about the longer you stay up, the more you snack. So like you see how like this gives you a guideline, and then you start backtracking. So if you understand, if you really focus on this, then you can do the rest of the day in reverse. Like, oh, well, dude, I got to eat this before this. So, oh, guess what? Now we kind of prepping there, because I know I got to eat before this time because I need this much time before I go to bed. Now we're preparing for that. Like, so now you start to structure your day around that, and you start to get a really good idea of how things work. Same thing. So Denise kind of banged up. I believe that some of her nicks and knacks will be defeated if she understands and really focuses on her rest, and starts to structure that around her training and her job and taking care of this and taking care of that. I know all y'all got a whole bunch of stuff to do. Okay. Candace, same thing. So I know, like I said, you've gotten the initial baby weight off, but now you're trying to get to the next step. The next step is going to require for you to now fine tune the more important things. Now you get the baby. So it's now you really gonna have to understand, like, okay, how do I need to do this? You spending time at home, if people are if y'all zooming and y'all got time to take naps, take naps. They say that's the best thing to do. I can't. I wish I still could. I can't take naps. You can do it. But understanding and strategizing, how can I get rest, still train, and then consume food? Okay. But like I said, now we're starting to set the stage, but we're just doing it in reverse. Okay. So that's going to be our goal in the next 2 weeks. I want you to really, really, look, at least for me, it was frustrating. Okay. Because you get used to doing something. You've been doing it for so long. I always slept with the TV on for my whole life. I don't think I've never, ever slept with the TV off. It was something that I had to like start with. I think I started with doing it like twice a week. I did it. And then I had to wean it off. Like, I like sports, but it's like a trade-off. Like, man, I want to watch the end of this Browns game, but I got to wake up in the morning. I had to cut the game off. I just record. We have DVRs now. I had to record the game. Like, if I want to finish watching it, I'll have to record it. It came on too late. All the sports come on too late. Whatever it is. And I also got the blue light glasses. So like when I get home from the gym, I put those on. They're not that expensive. You can find them on Amazon. I can send y'all a link. They're not that expensive. I think I got a 2-pack for like $20. They're not that expensive. And as soon as I get home, I put those on, and while I'm still trying to work and get on the computer and on my phone. And I think that they definitely make a big difference. You'll be surprised how, and I started by doing it on and off because I didn't believe they worked, but they do. And understanding the science behind why it works. So like I said, I could send you all that. I'll send you all that with the slides. A good link, and it's no good place, but I do know, like, if you do have prescriptions, like now, like Zini, they actually will put the blue light, they'll put them in your regular lenses. It costs, I think, I mean, obviously it costs more, but they'll make your prescription with them too, if you use that service, which somebody with glasses, I mean, it sucks to have to wear another additional pair of glasses over your glasses, but I do it because I want to recover. So, it just depends on how serious you want to take this. I think that this is something that we all should take serious, because we all, health wise, this is going to help us to be healthier first. And then it's going to help us to get whatever results we can. Same thing. I believe that, Miss Net, you got like a shoulder thing. I think that rest, I think that'll help you with yours. Like, everybody who's like kind of banged up, the first thing to focus on, let's focus on our rest. Let's try to get more rest, and then focus on the other stuff, like I said, to get quality rest. Focus on all the ways, so that we can get better rest. So then when y'all waking up, we starting to recover from all this work we putting in. If anybody got any questions, we can answer some questions. Go ahead, Kathy. I can't hear you.
All right. I'm on Amazon now, and they actually have like some sales going on. We just need the blue light blocking glasses. It doesn't matter. Just the blue light. You said we wear those when we get home.
I wear, because you usually get here, you probably get home on the same time I get home. As soon as I get home, I'm wearing them the same amount of time. Like, I wear them at least, if I'm going to bed at 10, I'm gonna have them on by 7.
So if I'm studying, like, I come home and after I wind down, I may study for an hour. I wonder, can I
keep them on? Just put them on.
Okay. All right.
Treat them like reading glass or whatever. Put them on. All it's going to do is just block the blue light. Like, it's not, and those aren't prescription, the one you about to buy. So you just pop them on.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. On Amazon, they have a whole bunch of different ones. I don't know. I got a 2-pack. I think it was $20, and I got that.
They on sale now. I'm looking.
Oh yeah, because it's like Prime Week or something like that. So they may be on sale. This would be a good time to pick them up.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any questions about whatever? Niche, you got a question, man. No, you ain't got no question. Candace, you ain't got no questions. I know you always got questions. Candace, with the C. Donna. Nobody? Okay. All right.
I am here.
Do you have a question about our homework / our what we were talking about? Because I know that you did have, like, this is kind of in line with your goal. I think we had talked about it even. I think in class you were saying you were struggling with sleep. So
yeah, I always struggle with sleep.
So
I'm always up.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a couple people. I don't know, Candace, do you still struggle with sleep? Candace with a K? No, you've been doing a little better. But I know a lot of people struggle. I was struggling. The reason why I really, really started to study into it, because I was having struggle with sleep, and I didn't know where to start. So I really had to dig deep into what are the factors, because like I said, we get in such a habit. And I mean, I always was a person who, you want to stay up late. Like, we kind of grew up, you grow up like that. Like, I'm staying up late, whatever. But you get in the habits. Like I said, I went my whole life, never slept without, TV is always on. Like, so, like, not even understanding that was even an issue until you start to, understand. So
I do try to cover some of the blue lighting out, if you would, or turn things away from my vision. And I've tried taking some melatonin lately, and that has helped somewhat. But sometimes I pop up in the middle of the night, and I just pop straight up like at 2, 3 o'clock. I'm just up.
That's how I was. So, like, some of the stuff that I'm saying definitely probably will help you. I had to get blackout curtains too for the bedroom. to make it like black, like it's pitch black.
Mhm.
That helped because I'm a person who pops up, and I also pop up and I got to pee. So, you know, at
Mhm.
least twice a night I have to pop up and use the bathroom. So
Yeah.
like that would wake me up. Like I would pop up and then I would get some real light, and then couldn't go back to sleep.
Mhm.
Or I had a bad habit of checking my phone in the middle of the night. Like I would pop up and I would check my phone, and then you check your phone, and then I start scrolling, looking at emails like that, and I'm up for or up for an hour, and I'm up. So like stuff like that. The breathing helped me to get into a deeper sleep initially. So I'm getting into better sleep initially. So even like I said, I haven't. Usually I would wake up like 3 or 4 times a night. I'm waking up like 2. So, because I'm just getting into better qualities of sleep. I still sometimes do take melatonin, so like I wouldn't not use that. I would just be mindful of when I'm taking it. Like don't be afraid to take it earlier than what you take it, so that your body, because it's really supposed to relax your body. So like a lot of people like to wait to take it, like I don't want to take it too early because I don't want to get too tired. Like no, like maybe you want to take it a little bit earlier, because I take it and it relaxes my body, and I do my breathing techniques, and then I'm tired. Like it don't really knock me out. You know what I'm saying? So like understand that that's more for like to relax your body, and then you got to continue to relax your body through this. This is going to help y'all, like I said, with a lot of the bang up, like being banged up, and like I said, you're going to get better results on your body just by doing this. We saw, like I said, the study said from 6 to 8. Like maybe you can't get 8, but if you didn't 6, let's try to get 7. Let's try to get 6.5. Let's try to get more. Okay, that is going to also give you more structure, because most of y'all are structured anyways. I mean, obviously, like y'all work out, like Donna mentioned that y'all always work on out at 7. So you have to have structure. I mean, you had to be up by a certain time, whatever that time is. Like so that means that we need to do the same thing on the back end. Like I rest, I try to go to sleep at the same time so I can wake up at the same time, and your body will start to get used to that too, and it'll put you in a better state too. The more that you all over the place, the harder it is to for your body to get in a routine. Like so think about that too, as you all approach this. Like I said, this is gonna be some good homework. It's probably gonna be frustrating at first. It's gonna be hard. Well, at least it was hard for me. It's still hard for me some days, because some days it's just no way you're gonna do well. I have bad days. Everybody gonna have bad days, but understanding it and documenting it, I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna help you improve everything else. It's gonna help those cravings too. Like, I'm not hungry late now because I'm not up late. If that makes any sense, I'm asleep. So the snack that I was trying to go for at 11 o'clock, I'm not up. I'm asleep. It eliminates a lot of stuff. You know, it also helps me because I have to eat earlier. If that makes sense. So like my meals are more condensed. They're not as stretched out, and it's not as random, because I understand that my last meal is hopefully going to be at whatever 7 o'clock, 7:30, whatever. So if that's the case, then I'm pretty satisfied up until I go to bed at 9:30. Just something to think about. Like it's all structure. It's harder. It's easier said than done. But just try one. And then, like I said, the ones that are easier for you, do those first. And then the ones that are a little bit harder, do those last. So, if the eating thing is something that's hard for you because your schedule, do that one last. Do the glasses first. Try to work on the breathing, and like I said, I'll start to incorporate some of that stuff in our training, because it also helps you in gym. It does. I mean, I always tell y'all about breathing. So the better you breathe, the better you perform. Any other questions? Because I know we pushing it. We pushing it. No. All right. Well, we got home. We have homework. It's a lot. I still want you all to focus on the other goals that we set. I still want you all to be mindful of what you're eating. I know I'm saying that sleep is the most important, but I still want you all to not just totally not focus on that stuff. We're about to segue into this eating portion now, or about we're going to start with not eating or under eating or not eating enough, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to start there. And then we're going to go right into overeating. Those are our next two. Just kind of give you an idea and how harmful they both are. But don't lose sight of sleep. I'm going to keep hitting home sleep. Probably every session for the rest of the year will be tied into some kind of sleep. So that's how important it is. I'll continue to hit home and bother you all about sleeping. I'll send you all these slides, and then I'll send you all a link of the glasses that I got.
So are you going to send these like through to our email address?
Yeah, I'll send it to an email because it's like a PowerPoint presentation kind of.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Sounds good. Well, let's do it. I'll see you all Monday.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
All right. Peace, y'all.